Drop your city below. We want to see how far this story has reached. I boarded flight 709 from Los Angeles to New York, ready for 6 hours of silence, legroom, and absolute disconnection from the chaos I usually dealt with. First class was calm, polished, a different world. I'd earned this seat not from money or miles, but because sometimes even federal agents need to disappear for a while. And then she appeared. Karen. She stormed onto the plane like she owned it. Platinum blonde, bob stiff as armor, sunglasses on, rhinestone neck pillow gleaming. She checked her boarding pass and glared at me. Her seat, 1B mine, 1A. Of course. She tossed her faux crocodile bag into the overhead, nearly toppling my champagne flute.
Excuse me.
She huffed, like my existence was ruining her feng shui. I offered a polite nod. She rolled her eyes and sat with the energy of someone who had written 3 Yelp reviews before breakfast. Still, I kept my cool. The takeoff was smooth, calm skies. Nothing to worry about until we reached cruising altitude, and I pulled out my phone. Now here's the thing. It was in airplane mode. I connected to the airline's secure Wi-Fi like everyone else in first class. I had a few emails to clear and a heavily encrypted secure app to monitor, because even on flights, certain cases don't pause. But the second I unlocked my screen, Karen twisted toward me like I had opened a live grenade.
Turn that off right now.
She hissed, eyes wide.
You're going to crash the plane.
I blinked, confused. Ma'am, it's allowed. I'm on airplane mode. This is just Wi-Fi. She shook her head so hard her earrings rattled.
That's what they want you to think. Those signals? They mess with the instruments. I saw a documentary.
The man across the aisle peeked over his newspaper. One of the attendants raised an eyebrow and headed away. The FAA permits it, I said, keeping calm. In fact, this flight advertises high-speed Wi-Fi. You're using it too. Karen gasped like I'd insulted her ancestors.
I don't care what big government says. That's exactly how they cover up malfunctions before they blame the pilot. Ma'am,
The flight attendant, Carla, said gently.
he's not doing anything wrong.
Karen pressed the call button like she was reporting a hostage crisis.
He's endangering all of us. That's a radioactive device.
I turned back to my screen, trying to ignore her. Wrong move,
Then I'll do it myself.
she shouted. And before I could even flinch, Karen lunged across the armrest, slapped the glass off my tray, and ripped the phone out of my hands. Drop your city below. We want to see how far this story has reached. Karen, don't. But she was already running. She tore down the first-class aisle like she'd just discovered fire. People gasped, watched, filmed. One guy whispered, "Oh, hell yes," and lifted his phone to record.
I'm saving lives.
She yelled, clutching my phone like it was ticking. "Karen!" I called after her, now up and following fast. "That's not a normal phone." She reached the lavatory, spun to face me, and snarled.
Exactly. That's why it's dangerous.
"Karen, stop. That device is government registered. It's..." She slammed the door. And then it happened. Foosh. That sickening, unmistakable, high-pressure vacuum blast of an airplane toilet swallowing something it was never meant to take. Gasps rippled across the cabin. Karen emerged moments later, arms raised like a martyr.
You're safe now.
She announced to the stunned passengers.
You don't need to thank me. Just be grateful.
I froze, staring. "Did you just flush my phone?"
Yes.
She said proudly.
You're welcome.
That was a secure FBI-issued device. Her smile faded.
You're... What?
I opened my wallet and showed her the badge. Her eyes bulged. And just like that, the self-proclaimed savior of the skies realized she had flushed her future into a stainless steel toilet at 30,000 feet. Karen stared at my badge like it was a venomous snake.
FBI?
She croaked.
You're lying. You're not FBI.
That phone you flushed contained encrypted access keys tied to an ongoing federal investigation, I said, not moving. Tampering with it is a federal crime. She blinked once, twice. Then she scoffed.
Oh, please.
She said, trying to regain her footing.
You can buy those badges on Etsy.
I didn't answer. I didn't have to. Because the captain's voice came over the intercom, icy and deliberate. "Ladies and gentlemen, due to a security incident with destroyed equipment, we're diverting to Denver. Law enforcement will meet us. Stay seated." The cabin went silent. All eyes knew it was her. Some filmed openly. Karen's face drained of color.
Denver? No, I'm going to New York. I have a conference. I'm the keynote speaker.
On what? I asked. She blinked again.
On essential oils.
Of course. Karen began pacing the aisle like a caged animal.
You can't do this. I have rights. I'm a Diamond Elite Premium Plus. This is defamation. Ma'am,
Carla said gently.
you need to take your seat, now.
Karen turned on her like a wild animal.
I will not. I'm being framed. I saved this flight. That man,
She pointed at me like I was a serial killer.
he was endangering all of us with his illegal device.
The man in 1D, a burly guy in a business suit, muttered loud enough for half the cabin to hear. Lady, you flushed a government phone because you thought Wi-Fi would take down the engines. You're not a hero. You're barely literate. Karen gasped.
You're all in on it.
She shouted, whirling around.
This is a conspiracy. They're trying to silence me. They know I know things. Ma'am,
Carla gave her a final warning.
sit down or we will restrain you.
Karen laughed, actually laughed like she had just been dared to go further. And then she lunged again. This time, it wasn't my phone. It was the flight phone, the hardwired handset used to contact the cockpit. She ripped it off the wall and screamed into the receiver.
This is Karen McDermott. The plane has been compromised. This is a hostage situation.
That was it. Carla nodded. 2 attendants pinned Karen in seconds, Velcro cuffs snapping on. She was strapped into row 2, thrashing like a child. She thrashed, she sobbed, she cursed. And then she streamed. Yes. Somehow she had a second phone. She tried to activate a live stream with her nose, shouting into the camera.
They're arresting me for saving you. Send this to my followers. Send it to everyone.
The phone was snatched from her within seconds. I'm so sorry. I turned to Carla. You don't get paid enough for this, do you? She shook her head.
Nope.
Another voice came over the intercom, this time, the captain again, calm but firm. Cabin crew, prepare for landing. Law enforcement will board upon arrival. Karen heard it and whimpered.
You wouldn't really call the police.
You're not just getting police, I said. You're getting federal agents. Her jaw dropped. I leaned closer. Hoped the toilet was worth it. When the cabin door opened, the mountain air rushed in, along with 3 TSA officers and 2 federal agents in black suits. Karen froze.
No, this isn't happening. You don't understand. I'm the victim. I saved this plane. Time to go, ma'am.
Carla unstrapped her calmly. Karen was escorted off in cuffs, ranting the whole way.
I have rights. I have followers. I'm a whistleblower.
I watched from the jet bridge as she was loaded into a black SUV and driven into the distance. Just like that, the Wi-Fi warrior was gone. No one clapped. No one cheered. We were all just stunned. At Denver, I confirmed the flushed phone held critical case data recovery slim. Clean up a mess. Karen? She'd be numbered Toilet Karen online before we refueled. Memes everywhere.